welcome to the world of Red Dead Redemption, a game of guns, horses, and all kinds of other fun stuff. As shown in this next clip here, it's not just all about the original Wild West you think of, with only horses and caravans and stuff. There's cars and trains too. The game is not only amazingly fun to play, it is just fantastic to look at. I found myself riding towards the sunset and avoiding things that I was supposed to be going towards just because it looked so nice. This review is going to seem a little bit choppy, as there's little short clips about all kinds of different things, but once I'm done with that, I'll give the full review of what I think and all kinds of stuff like that. Right here it just shows different outfits that you can get and how you can get them by doing quests and such. This shows saving mechanism where you just go to your house and sit down. There's all kinds of mini games, and this shows blackjack here, where I get extremely lucky, and I have a 10 and a 7 hit, and I end up getting a 21. There's all kinds of other stuff like liar's dice and poker and finger fillet. All kinds of fun. Right here shows one of the gorgeous sunsets I was talking about. There's also movie theaters that you can go to that have little short films that are pretty funny. What else should I talk about? Well, this is the map here. The map is ridiculously huge. It can take from, I would say, I don't know how long it would take to go from side to side, but it would take a very long time, especially walking. You go pretty much everywhere on your horse, but if you want to make a shorter trip, then you just take a little caravan type thing from place to place, or the train. This shows one of the many stores that you can go to buy and sell whatever you found. You can sell things like furs and meats that you've taken from animals. Some of the footage you're going to see right now, or in the review, is of me playing online, because free roam is pretty much the same thing except you can play with your friends, which was pretty fun. You can always tell the difference because I'm not being John Marston. This also shows that you can take drinks as bars and ride around and shoot animals and all kinds of other fun stuff. All kinds of animals and wildlife to kill while you're roaming around the massive world of Red Dead Redemption. Right here is one of the last animals you'll really find in the world, and you can cut it open like this, and he always has something really ridiculous to say. You can just listen to find out for yourself. You can also pick plants, which you see by spotting a little thing on your mini-map as you run by them, so always keep your eye on that. This is showing one of the caravans you can take to go from point A to point B a little quicker than on your horse. You can sleep while on the caravan, so it just takes a couple seconds. There's also random quests you can do while you're walking around. You'll find people, and it shows on your mini-map a little question mark. You talk to them, and they'll have some more stuff to say to you, and you'll end up seeing them over and over again in different places, and they'll have different things for you to do.
107, 109.
Edgar Ross.
113. Upstairs on the right. 114.
Where's my wife and son?
Being well looked after. Well looked after.
I want to see him.
Mr. Ross wants to speak with you. We've had some important developments.
Sorry for the abrupt stop, but that shows you how amazing the story is. There's all kinds of cutscenes like that, and it really engages you quite well. I'll talk about that a little more in a couple minutes. Right now I'm showing the challenges and things you can do while riding around. It'll tell you to collect certain flowers or kill certain animals and harvest their things, all of which unlock certain things and unlock next levels of them. This shows how you can break horses by lassoing them and getting on top of them and trying to stay on. This shows how you can fail at trying to break horses. As I said before, the world is amazingly beautiful, and you'll just find yourself having lots of fun riding around and seeing what there is to look at. It may seem kind of boring if you haven't played it yet, but if you have an HD TV, it's just amazing. This shows how you can show off some of your more Lindsay Lohan-ish style by getting really drunk and passing out. There's also some cool things you can do with guns. If you run up towards people and just stab them in the back with your gun and shoot, then you get that kind of little cutscene type thing. The rest of this review is just gonna kind of be me yammering on about random stuff and cool things that happened to me while I was playing that I decided to put in. There's also dynamite and Molotov cocktails, as shown here, where my guy's running on fire. All kinds of funny stuff in the game. You can beat down guys in online. You can't shoot them in the chest like I showed previously. There's also boxes online where you can pick up new weapons and Deadeye refiller, which is the thing that makes it so you can slow down time and pick targets on an enemy to take out multiple enemies or pick certain spots on an enemy to watch how they fly back. Online, Deadeye doesn't slow down time, but it lets you pick targets, which is good because slowing down time wouldn't work at all. You can also climb, and in free roam and online, you level up and gain new mounts and new characters and new titles, which are shown right here. So you have a bunch of different groups of characters, just interesting looking, so I chose them and rode around with them for a while and picked a new one. I would imagine you'll do the same. You also unlock new mounts, which is really the main unlock system for free roam, is what you really want. It makes a big difference. If you're running around with a donkey and getting chased by someone with a racehorse, you're going to get taken down pretty quick. There's also titles you can get, which are shown here, which just shows right above your name or below your name, I forget. One of whatever you pick. Some of them are funny, some of them are just there. There's also glitches in Red Dead Redemption, like when you call your horse and it runs off a cliff, like what just happened there. Also, at the beginning of any structured online match, you come to a standoff like this. You can also do standoffs in single player. They happen every once in a while when you gain fame and things like that, and you go into a town and somebody wants to fight you. But this is how it works. You stand off with the enemy team, and whoever is left standing at the end gets 5 seconds or so to run to get a head start towards their favorite weapon or towards the bag if it's grab the bag or something like that. There's a bunch of different game modes you can do along with free roam. Free roam's just kind of like the lobby. You can run around and do all kinds of stuff. So from what I've shown so far, it looks like a lot of it's being a good guy and saving people and all kinds of stuff like that. You can also do what you did in GTA 4. I never really played GTA 4, so I'm not a Rockstar fanboy or anything like that, if you were wondering. But as shown there, you can just take out cops and ride around and take out really anybody. While you're waiting for a game to start, in the 30 seconds you're waiting, you can punch whoever's in the lobby with you, like was just shown. And fighting, you gain experience and all kinds of stuff like that online. Pick up new guns. You can also, the cover system that I've been showing a lot but haven't talked about because so much to talk about. The cover system is also very good. Sometimes you find yourself hopping onto the wrong side of cover, but that happens all the time. In other games too, not just this one. You can also hog tie people and put them on the back of your horse or drag them around, like what's going on my horse right now. If you choose to do easy or normal difficulty, if you just do left and right trigger, continuously switching between the two, it'll lock onto different targets if you're close enough to them, and you can just shoot like you did in Call of Duty. If you played that, it does the same thing. And there's different kill type things for each different gun. Like, if you get close with a rifle, it's different than getting close with a pistol, obviously. You can also kill civilians and take their horses and caravans and whatnot. This right here shows off Deadeye and how it slows down time, and you can take out different enemies with the same thing. Alright, we're running down to a close here. This is just going to be a nice clip for you to enjoy, but I'll give you what I think about the game. I think Red Dead Redemption is a fantastic game and a definite buy for anybody that likes video games, like open world games, shooting games, pretty much anything. Hope you enjoyed this review, and overall I give this game about a 9.5, and I hope you enjoy it too. Don't go rolling down hills like this guy. Peace.